Okay, my friend. Enter. Oh, your audio's not coming in. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to feed it. Feed it into my
Greeted my
soul.
friend.
Feed me more. Okay. While people are joining in, I guess we can line up some of our topics. I guess usually you want to end off the stream with a bang, which is the main topic. What is going on with my windows, bro? There we go. There we go. God, man. Still blown away how things went. Oh, I gotta try to bring this YouTube comment section here so I can read that. What did Mama say? It's been one hell of a ride today. Yeah, it's been one hell of a day for me overall today. It really has.
Like how you tell him to drop it, he keeps bringing it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I say drop it. Let's move on. Move on. Let's be mature. Blah blah blah. And he just kept on. That's why I timed him out. None of the stuff that he said made sense. Oh. All right. What's up, Simon Hernandez? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. It's been one hell of a week in the world of wrestling once again. Finally, we got to see something different. Let's start off with a bang with Cody and John Cena. And we can end off with, CM Punk and, who, and even Jay and Gunther. We'll fill in the gaps. So we got a week where John Cena and Cody Rhodes finally had some sort of altercation. I was expecting more of a brawl, but that didn't happen. But brawl was kind of very predictable simply because everybody else had a brawl. Tiffany and Charlotte had a brawl. Who else had a brawl? I feel like everybody else has already had a brawl. Jen Gunther had a brawl, correct? CM Punk, Reigns, Rollins had a brawl. Multiple, if I'm not mistaken, correct? And
That's my friend.
yeah, so all the rivalries had a brawl. It's kind of like GM mode. You just set up everybody with a brawl. Anyways, I was thinking that The Rock was going to show up in London. That didn't happen. But then again, it was a cutthroat, face-to-face altercation, and them roasting each other. I like it how Cody Rhodes started off saying, like, what are you going to do? You're going to make fun of me. You're going to make fun of my lisp. You're going to make fun of one of my characters that I played back in the day. But instead, he went on and on and on. John Cena went on, and he went too far, of course. But Cody seriously had great points when he made a comeback. Although John Cena ate this promo for sure. He's really good at what he does. Him being a heel certainly shows a different side of him, that he can really come off loose on the mic. What do you think of this whole segment? And as you know what happened, Cody got under John Cena's skin, and we finally got a payback check mark. He got a crossroads on him. And that was the end of the segment. What do you think of this? Would you have liked to see more? Are you satisfied with what we have? I'm sure that we got some unpredictable stuff coming up in the next 2 weeks. But are you satisfied with that segment?
No, my friend. I say this because I'm not enjoying this build up thus far. And the only reason why I say this is because I feel like going into this, Cody feels like he's the heel going into this. Just how, yes, I get Cody was the one who was attacked first, but the way Cody has been going about cutting promos on Cena. I feel like he's cutting promos on Cena the way Cena's supposed to be cutting promos on him. Kind of like sunning him, not getting him much chance to speak and things like that. I feel like Cena should be doing more to Cody, and we've been getting Cody more dominating Cena, where it just doesn't feel right. So that's probably like my one complaint thus far is just I feel like Cody it's been one sided, and maybe that's the point. I don't know. Maybe they want you to wait until closer to Mania for Cena to get his time, but no, I just feel like Cody, the way they're building up Cody should be the way they're building up Cena, not allowing Cody to say much during the promos or like roasting him.
I'll
Cena
say
barely
this.
got to say much to Cody.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. The last 2 weeks, Cena came out. He's been talking, right? This time it was Cody's turn. Cody interrupted him, and he went first. So I like that change of pace. And I'll also say this. I feel like they couldn't do a whole lot this week simply because they're trying to take turns with everybody. When I say everybody, I mean you have Charlotte and Tiffany. You have all the big build-ups. CM Punk, Rollins, Reigns. Then you have, gosh, I'm drawing a blank here. Jey Uso and Gunther, which was the biggest one. They took that, and I feel like they didn't want to overdo it in their show. So we'll talk about that Gunther and Jey a little bit later. There was also another thing that I forgot to mention. I was gonna bring up a really good point. Oh, finally, the final boss's name was dropped after a month later. I mean, when did Cena turn heel? We haven't heard of the name The Rock since then. I mean, we finally had his name drop in the segment, and I think Cody was the one who dropped it, right? And there was finally that we're getting somewhere. And I feel like they're making us itch. They want us to be tuning in every week, and it's kind of like Triple A said, you're gonna have one really good episode, but you can't have every single great episode. But I feel like they're always just filling in these spots, trying to make the shows better. They just want us to tune in every week. I feel like they're going to turn this thing up a notch the next couple of weeks, including tomorrow night's SmackDown, which will be taking place in Chicago. Funny thing is, a couple of weeks ago, I was up there in Chicago, and I saw the big LED billboard with SmackDown being advertised. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's that. Besides that, I feel like I am forgetting the rivalry between Tiffany and Charlotte. They didn't do anything this week, did they? And last week they had a via satellite conversation, correct?
Yeah.
So tomorrow is finally something for them to do. It's like a physical matchup or something. I'll take that back. I think Charlotte had a match, right? I forgot. I don't even remember. See, that should tell you that it hasn't been so important to me. As someone brought this up in a conversation in the chat, saying Tiffany and Charlotte build-up is definitely one of the ones that is disappointing. I believe it's Simon Hernandez.
It should get better. I mean, then again, these are the same people that were saying that about the John Cena and Cody build-up when we weren't getting any John Cena appearances, and then now we're getting Cena appearances, and people are eating it up. So who knows? Maybe their build will get better since, like you said, now we can fully focus on them since they'll get their time to shine.
Yeah. Well,
tomorrow.
Let me ask you this: who do you think is going to win between Cena and Cody? Don't give me an explanation. I just want to hear, what do you think now? After what transpired?
Think, even with everything, I think Cody wins. I just think long term, he has to be the one that goes on and prevails.
Right? That's what I'm thinking too. I don't think Cena's going to win the title. If he does, it'll be later on, not at WrestleMania. He doesn't have a legacy at WrestleMania for people to show like, hey, I won at WrestleMania. He can actually do it later on in the year, still be 17-time champion or whatever. But I think that Cody will be the one who's going to prevail. And if there's someone who's going to drop the title, it's going to be Cody, not Cena. Although I could be wrong. There are so many different ways that this can go. Anyways, going back to Charlotte and Tiffany. Yeah, I'm not digging the build up either. What can they possibly do? Can, I guess, one of them be in a matchup next week? Do you think that they should pair them together and see if they can defy the odds? But surely that's not going to happen. Maybe they can have a tag match where they have a tag team partner of each choosing, if that makes any sense. What's up, Mason? Drummer, how's it going?
I think they should go old school. And for the remainder of the few weeks, they have them tagged together and just keep building tension.
Yeah.
And then kind of like what they would do with like HPK and
John
Cena. Yep.
Wouldn't that be cool and funny? But the problem with that is that HBK was a tweener at that time. Cena was the babyface.
Charlotte could be the tweener.
I guess.
Tiffany could be the babyface in the situation.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
I get it. Although I don't think that they're going to put the tag titles on them.
Well, I don't mean anything like
just
that
hate
major.
each other.
I don't mean anything major like that. I just mean throw them in a few tag matches for the next few weeks where maybe they win the first one and then the next one of the two of them like leave or screw the other.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to find out tomorrow at SmackDown whether they're going to do something different with Charlotte and Tiffany. Let's change some things up here. Let's talk about Solo and Jacob Fatu. How are they in a mix? Are they having a singles match? What is it looking like? We still have a couple of weeks left. What do you think is going to happen? I know Jacob Fatu has already declared that, look, I'm going to win the U.S. Is it U.S. title or Intercontinental? U.S. title. He said that I'm going to win the U.S. title whether if it's with you or without you. So with that said, do you sense that we have a multi-men matchup happening at WrestleMania?
I'm still sticking with what I said last discussion. I think we have a fatal four-way. I think it's LA Knight, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. I think it's that simple. I think it starts off as a one-on-one, Jimmy Uso and LA Knight, and then Jacob Fatu is given a spot from Solo. Like Solo finds a way to get him in the match, and then eventually gets himself inserted into the match, causing that like tension between him and Jacob, to where the conclusion of the match, whether LA Knight or Jimmy Uso wins, I think that ultimately starts the fire and for the Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa split.
Right. Okay. I like the idea of that. Do you think AJ Styles and Logan Paul stood out this week as a singles matchup? Yes. I hear your chuckle.
Love it. I don't know. We basically discussed this. I don't really have an opinion on this other than I feel like they're feeding AJ to the wolves again for like a third year in a row when he could be doing a lot more for on WrestleMania, I feel like.
Yeah. He's on his way out. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know that. That's my point, and he could still do a lot for the company even on his way out. And a match with Logan Paul, I feel like at WrestleMania of all places is a little much, and he could be doing a lot more. Like, you know, if we have a ladder match, he could have been in that. A little more monumental match, or you know, something along those lines. I just feel like this will be a great match, but he's clearly they're gonna job him out to Logan Paul, and I feel like it just is lame.
I guess we can all agree that the what do you call it? The segment was meh. Alex Gemini agrees too. He hit him with a pulverizer. Is that correct? That's what he calls his finishing move, right? So
yeah.
yeah. Have they made this match like official? Is it already announced? Official? Okay. So that's one match. Let's gear towards another singles match that was announced. That is Drew McIntyre, Ross's favorite. Of course, he used to hang out at the pub with them all the time. He did and Nikki Cross when they were 15 together. You know? So, anyways, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I feel like there's a huge foreshadow because Drew McIntyre is a huge star. He could potentially have so much, big things offered to him. And we say big things like offering his soul to The Rock and be that third person and, doing something chaotic in the main event of WrestleMania. But then again, you never know what's going to happen. He may just interfere. Maybe in that main event with Cody and Cena, there's going to be a lot of interference. And maybe Drew McIntyre is one of those people to interfere and try to help out Cena. I just don't see that happening, but still. Anyways, going back to the singles match between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, what do you think? Are you feeling their rivalry, or is it like a filler match?
It's just a filler match at this point because
They have no
Drew
stakes.
McIntyre canonically should be in the CM Punk Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match. It just makes sense. Everyone in the match, all of their storylines align in some way. Either it started with two of them or finished with two of them, whatever it is. All of their storylines align.
Yeah.
And Drew just kind of got thrown to the wayside and then stuck with Damian Priest. So, no, I think the build's been pretty mid.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I mean, we got 2 weeks. Maybe they're going to do something crazy. Now, the stuff that we saw happening at SmackDown, was it SmackDown or Monday Night Raw? Monday Night Raw, where he, slammed him. What was the move that he did? I don't even remember anymore. Chokeslam. It was a chokeslam, right? That Damian Priest did on Drew McIntyre. I think the glass went in Drew's eyes. That was for real when he was saying that there's glass in my eyes. So that's pretty scary to know that happened to Drew McIntyre. But he's strong. He's going to outlive that. I just hope that they keep on. Maybe they can build this in a better match. What'd you say?
Glass in my eyes.
There's glass in my eyes. Okay, let's talk about the next stuff here. Penta. So Penta,
Penta.
what's his name? El Grande Americano? Did I say that right?
What? El Grande Americano.
What's
what
his
the
name?
fuck are you talking about?
What is his name?
Penta.
No, not Penta. I'm talking about Chad Gable, my guy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rey Fenix.
No, sir. I'm talking about, you know who? Chad Gable, my friend. So, obviously, I'm guessing we're going to finally get a reveal eventually that Chad Gable is, 6 man. But Chad Gable is apparently El Grande Americano, right? Whatever.
No shit.
Yeah, he's got to. What the hell? Alex Gemini says that. Definitely not Chad Gable. False. Not Chad Gable. Who is that then?
Actually, it's Kurt Angle.
Shut the hell up. Are you serious?
Yes. It's Kurt Angle, my friend.
It's Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
For real? You're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
April Fools.
No.
Alex
Kurt
Gemini,
Angle.
can you confirm this? If you're watching this video.
Kurt
Simon Hernandez says Jack Swagger.
No. He's too tall. It's Kurt Angle.
That's funny, dude. That Kurt Angle. Somebody said it's Al Snow. Al Snow is not that tan.
It's Kurt Angle.
So what is the matchup here? Is it going to be a ladder match? Is that what you think?
6-man tag team, my friend.
Tag team?
Yeah, you'd be
Who's
surprised.
involved in
Watch
this?
this.
Braun?
Watch this. It is going to be Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Chad Gable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it will be Braun Breaker and Penta. There will be a mystery tag team partner.
Ray Phoenix.
Mystery tag team partner will be Ray Phoenix. I predict
Ah.
it right now, my friend. And when it happens, WWE will hire me.
WWE will hire you? I don't think so, my friend.
Yeah, Indian tech support because I will become fortune teller.
Indian tech support. And speaking of Indian, I was watching the White Mamba video of him trying to rizz up some women in what's it called, VR chat. Oh my gosh, I lost it, dude. I absolutely lost it. That's one of my funniest videos ever. But now I don't think that will be a 6-man tag. I think it needs to be a 6-man ladder match. Although they can overdo it with ladder.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like they're gonna try to skip an IC title match this year because then it'll squeeze more people in the safest way. Like I just don't see them doing a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe not. I don't know. But
Simon says the build-up for this year's Mania is not that good. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. It's spread out quite a bit, man. It's just I feel like they wasted a lot of time. But going back to ladder speculation, but there's got to be one ladder match, right? Extreme Rules, a ladder match, whatever. I'm thinking
it's gonna be the Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton match.
No. What are they going to be climbing a ladder for? Oh, Extreme
Rules. No, you said there needs to be Extreme Rules or a ladder match. I said the one match would be Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton.
I think tag team match needs to be a ladder match. Or TLC, whatever. And in that match, they can do something cool. I have an idea. Have all the main tag teams be involved since they've already built them up. I'm talking about the SmackDown tag team, not the Raw. I think Raw tag team is not even going to take place at WrestleMania. Although I could be wrong. So SmackDown tag team titles, Street Profits have built them up, right? And so have MCMG. Then there's Pretty Boys? What's the name? Pretty Deadly. And then there's DIY. Fatal 4-Way? What do you think about that? And then, on top of that, the cherry on icing will be the huge surprising, because people are looking for the surprises, right? Here comes out the Dudleys. They're having
Jeff Hardy.
Yes, my friend. But wait, we got Dudley Boys helping out somebody. We got the Hardys helping out somebody. Then we have another tag team. Then we have another tag team helping out somebody. They can have AP. Why? Because it's the WrestleMania, my friend. That is why.
There's so much. Who gives a shit? The tag team is a bunch of mid-carders. We not do all this for the mid-carder.
But they're coming in just to, take one bump, and that's it. Have Jeff Hardy go up on a 30-foot ladder and do a Swanton bump.
No, for all of that, my friend, you just have similar as New Day. You have the Hardy Boys be secret induction to match, and then you make the Dudleys secret induction to match.
You think so? You think the Dudleys and Hardy should be in a match?
No, but like you brought it up, so
yeah. I think that they'll be just fine, just having to interfere and having to help out a tag team, if that makes any sense. Like interfere, cause some chaos, trying to make somebody win the match, and then next thing you know, another team interferes and they take out somebody.
Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre will go corporate and become tag team again.
Okay, I'm going to veer away from that topic. Simon Hernandez says, are they going to have Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown? That is the most dog shit match ever. I'm sorry I said that. No one cares about that. I don't even remember who won last year. Who won last year? Tell me. Who was it? Who won?
What are you talking about?
My point exactly. Who won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? And the funny part
Who
is, I
cares?
was the I know, and I was there at that SmackDown in Philly. I don't even remember who won. That
You
should
mean
tell you
WrestleMania?
something, huh?
You mean WrestleMania?
I said Philly. It was the SmackDown, the Battle Royal for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It takes place
It was
on
the big
SmackDown
show.
before Mania, huh? Big
It
Show.
was the
No,
big show.
no. You're.
Yeah.
I feel like you're acting like Ross right now. Are you half asleep? Are you on your third job
No,
right now?
I am just filling in the silence because I don't remember. Because I
Uh,
forgot they even did that anymore. I thought they stopped doing that.
yeah. Oh, Alex Gemini said that it was Bronson Reed. I don't know. Then he says, I don't know
Wow.
right away. He obviously don't know either.
Medcado.
Juan says some of the storylines leading to the matches are kind of underwhelming. I agree. They have stretched it out so much, man. Okay,
Like
so
a pussy.
we've talked about some filler matches. What is there to left to talk about? We got Bianca, right? Bianca, Io, and
Yes.
Rhea
Scratch
Ripley.
that. Cool.
Yeah. So they're stretching this match out as well. Everybody knows that they want to see this match in as a triple threat match, right? They had to involve Bianca Belair and do a singles match between Rhea and Io. And guess how that went? It was a no contest. So what's going to happen now? Triple threat match. So, I mean, the build-up's been okay. It's not the greatest. Sure, a lot of people would have liked to see an individual one-on-one matchup, but I'm cool with it. I'm okay with this, match setup. I actually like Io Sky. I think I have a lot of respect for Io Sky for what she does in the ring. But Bianca Belair is just phenomenal athlete. So I'm kind of glad that they took her out of that chamber as the winner and inserted her in the main event of, for the Women's World Championship. Question is, who's going to win? Who's going to win this match?
I don't know, man. It depends. Again, it depends on where we're going. Like, what is the goal?
I think
If the
Bianca should
goal
win.
is to eventually have Bianca face Jade at WrestleMania for the title, say let Bianca go on this run where she slowly becomes a heel.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, then allow Rhea to win back her championship.
I think Bianca should win, dude. They can do so many different things with Bianca as a champion. They really can. I think she'd be cool. They can totally
Okay.
build up Jade in a singles matchup contest. Make her wrestle throughout the whole year and make her face Bianca or maybe even somebody else. As long as the plans are right. I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we talked about everything. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Jey Uso, Gunther, Jimmy. What did you think of this week? I think they have clearly hit the home run and they went totally old school. They got the color, they got everything going on. They had a massive heat coming from
Snapchat.
what's my Snapchat going on? What the hell?
Turn your phone off, my friend.
I did. Your Indian accent. I feel like you're drunk when you're talking to me. But yeah, man. Gunther went old school. He got massive heat. He beat the snot out of Jimmy. You hear me? So much respect for Jimmy taking so much beating, dude. My gosh, man. And to cut himself, got all the color on him. In wrestling terms, I say color, the blood. And then had Jey Uso pinned in the corner, with zip ties. And while he was watching his brother get beat. Oh my gosh. And Gunther is so freaking old school. I just got done watching that episode from last week that they did for LFG. perfect timing. You can tell a lot about Gunther, how old school he is. He is so hard. He's so hard. He tells you straight up. I've seen many times, same type of guys. Y'all say the same thing. That's not going to work. You're easily replaceable. I mean, my gosh, man, he's just so tough on everybody. Tough skin. So what did you make of it? Now I finally feel like we're getting to see a good and a great Mania matchup build up. This is what I like to see. I want to see something similar happen with Cena and Cody. Hopefully The Rock's going to show up, because he definitely made things interesting last year for that Bloodline Rules match. So what did you make of Jey Uso and Gunther, my friend? Hello, my friend. You sleep?
No.
Then what?
What, my friend?
Oh my God! What are you, Joe Biden? Are you sitting on
No, you're not. You are not coming through.
I got high-speed internet connection. What do you mean I'm not coming through?
Well, repeat your question instead of Joe Biden.
I think your internet connection was bad. What did you make of Jey Uso and Gunther, my friend, this week?
I think they are proving what I have been trying to tell you for a long time. That they probably should have closed the show, but they're not, so they are being subjected to the opener.
Your accent changed from
they could close.
Indian
They are proving that they could close the show, and they're not, because CM Punk. So yeah, I think they're doing a great job with what they have, considering they pretty much are just told they're not going to main event either night.
Yeah. I know you want to see them in one of the main events of WrestleMania, but sadly, not happening. You already know that. I'm okay with that. I have no tough feelings. I already know that. I think Jey Uso's going to win. I'm 95% sure. The other 5%, I don't know where that feeling is coming from. It's all because Triple H is knowing to give people a swerve and a heart attack. So, anything is possible in the world of wrestling. But yeah, I'm excited about Jey Uso and Gunther build up, because now I want to see Crash Out Jey Uso. Yeet. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's going to be cool to see him crashing out, because Jimmy is totally wasted after that brutal assault with the hands of Gunther. All right, main event. You ready? CM Punk.
Yes, my friend.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I'll let you go first.
The Wise Man.
Wise Man. We totally forgot about that. The Wise Man. Hey, in the comment section below, I want you guys, the viewers, to post comments. What do you think is going to happen with CM Punk's situation? Who do you think is going to win the match in a triple threat match, that is, for night one between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk? Do you think that Roman Reigns is going to win? Do you think that CM Punk is going to lose and he's still going to ask the favor? What do you think? What do you think, Lamar? Go ahead. I'll let you talk first.
For starters, I think CM Punk steals this. I think CM Punk goes on the resume beating each Shield member in a match between Moxley, Reigns, and Rollins. And I think he goes on to then ask for the real favor, which everyone thinks, oh, the real favor is Paul Heyman to be his wise man. That's boring. The real favor is that Punk is going to ask for a title shot, whether that's for the world title or for the WWE championship. I think either or. He asked for that title shot and he gets it, whether it's that same night, whether it's night 2, whether it is Backlash, whether it's SummerSlam, Extreme Rules, whatever the pay-per-view. I think that is ultimately what the favor is going to be, a title match of his choosing.
What is the high percentage chance that we get to see that cash in favor of him taking away the title from either Cody or Cena at WrestleMania, rather than going to
40,
another event.
40%.
40%. Wow. I don't know why I think it's like 90%. Although there's so many other speculations, like you said, the first thing, CM Punk could very well say, "Hey, I want you to be my corner, Paul. You're my wise man." That is the favor. It changes up the dynamic of the match. Roman Reigns kind of gets confused. He's like, "What the hell?" That's how Roman Reigns loses a match, because of so much distraction between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And not to mention, then he takes away his wise man. So I just don't know. Paul Heyman is definitely one of the key players in this. There's so many things that can happen with Paul Heyman. I know a lot of people say, like, Paul Heyman cannot grant wishes. He is not a genie. He's not Vince McMahon. He's not The Rock. But then again, he is the wise man. He has a lot of connections, and he knows people. He's made that happen before. Trust me. That's why you keep multiple cell phones with people's decals on the back of his phone. Like I said, there are so many different speculations. I honestly think I'm still sticking with CM Punk walking out as a champion. I'm going back down to, instead of 99%, I'm going back down to 85%, simply because now people have filled up so many different speculations in my brain, right? I'm going down to 85%. I want to see what's going to happen next week. Hopefully, we'll get dropped with a bunch of hints, and then maybe I can say, like, CM Punk is definitely walking out as a champion. I will also say this. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. A lot of people still don't know. They always split WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. This is still WrestleMania 41, and these stories are connected together with night 1 and night 2. The storytelling is working together, so they're going to tie in the stuff. I am telling you guys, they did this with WrestleMania 40, and in the crowd you can sense a great presence when you're in that environment, that this is a storytelling that they're telling you. It's a connected event. They're going to try to push this, or they're going to swerve people when CM Punk walks out as a champion. I want to read a couple of comments before I let you talk. I don't mean to ignore anybody, but Endon6 said, what's a comment back here? Oh, WrestleMania back in New Orleans next year. Yeah, dude, they announced it like when The Rock came out and announced it. When he came out with that Lil Wayne theme song, that was the most weirdest thing ever. About a month and a half ago or so. So that's when they announced that. And then let's see here. I know Alex Gemini said that Roman Reigns is walking out. Wait, did he say Roman Reigns? I could be wrong. Roman getting pinned by CM Punk. Okay, so he said Roman getting pinned by CM Punk. Seth will win, help from Rock and Cena, says Simon Hernandez. See, that's another speculation. Seth Rollins. I just don't think that Seth Rollins is a key player. I'm sorry. Although he has lost at so many WrestleManias, I know he deserves a victory. But then again, look at Drew McIntyre. I mean, he deserves it too. He deserves a major push that is overdue since the COVID WrestleMania. If there ain't nobody else who is more tighter than, a person like The Rock, that's Drew McIntyre is the person. I mean, how many clips have you seen with this guy and The Rock just like, dapping up together backstage and just acting all cool and stuff? I mean, they're cool. They're tight. So, I don't know, man. Okay,
I don't know if he knows.
Yeah. Okay, my friend. What about you?
I have said my piece, my friend. I don't, I really think that it is like 40% chance that he goes all the way and they let him do it all in the same night. And like I said, I just think that he ends up on his resume beating every member of the Shield in the last 2-3 years. I just see it happening. And in a triple threat situation makes the most sense. And then when he gets that eventual singles match with Roman Reigns, that's when he puts Roman Reigns over, and you know, but I think the triple threat, Punk's gonna win it.
Yeah, oh
And
man, Punk's gonna win. But what is the reward?
I just fucking told you.
You think that they're gonna wait
A
to cash in the
title
reward?
match.
Yeah, it's got to be the title match. I mean, what other ways he can, make himself be into the title picture matchup here? My guess is still they're going to do the Bloodline rules type of matchup, or it's going to be no rules. The Rock is going to just totally flip the script. He's going to say, like, I'm the final boss. You don't stop this match. This is what's going to happen. And then everybody starts interrupting. One of the key players is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's probably going to come out and try to hit Stone Cold Center on The Rock. He may actually be successful. I think that would be a great moment. But I still think that's going to be where Cody goes over Cena. And then the presence in the air is like, this is how they're going to finish night 2. And then here comes out CM Punk. Or they can be like, ladies and gentlemen, where Paul Heyman comes out on the mic and then surprises the shit out of people. I have an announcement to make, blah, 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 blah. They can do this. I mean, it's WWE, bro.
I have a more viable theory.
Okay, go ahead, my guy.
Same thing you just said. Stone Cold comes out, stuns The Rock. The ring is clear, but all remains is John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Right?
Yeah.
John Cena has the Rolex on his has brass knuckles again.
Yep.
And then all you hear is, I hear voices in my head. They give to me. They understand. They talk to me.
Not
fucking
a
Randy Orton solders out to the ring, and it looks like he's gonna help Cody, so he's face to face with Cena. And then all of a sudden you see Cody behind him get into frame with a smile on his face. And then all of a sudden, RKO, no! Not like this!
Oh, you're saying he's going to betray Cody?
Yeah, I can see it being a swerve where it looks like he's going to help Cody. And the ring is cleared out.
Hey.
So it gives them an opportunity for him to do that because... Again, he gets a pass because he looks like he's going to come out and help Cody.
By the way...
And it leaves Cody open and vulnerable because he wouldn't expect it.
John Cena has posted a random picture of Randy Orton on his Instagram. He posts
because it was his birthday.
Yes. He posts like weird posts without context. He wants everybody to figure it out. And a lot of people are speculating that he's going to come out and help out John Cena. So you could be right because... I mean, how many times they have teased this in the last year that Randy Orton sits right next to Cody or stand right next to Cody and then they're talking and then Randy Orton does this. Looks at the title.
But what's the next pay-per-view? St. Louis and Backlash.
St. Louis.
Where's Randy Orton from?
They can easily do a non-title match between Cena and Randy. Just letting you know. Easily. They don't need a reason. They don't need a title. They can do it one last time. That's all it takes. And people are it's going to be a sold out show, bro. They're going to be the main event. They can main event. Cody doesn't have to be main event. Nobody else has to be the main event. Randy Orton and John Cena, that pay-per-view, that can be the main event. I'm telling you. On paper, yeah.
And they ain't going to put on a good match in 2025.
Crowd will be hyped up. They'll sell out. I think they'll make it. Okay. Well, like I said, there's a lot of speculations. Either ways, something is going to happen. One of our speculations is going to work with a few minor changes, right? It just all depends how WWE wants this to be played out. I know a lot of people have, within the last week or two, they have pointed out this, saying like WWE does long-term booking, right? I'm doing the John Cena thing when he comes out with the 3 fingers. because The Rock did this. He was like 3, and then that's what he was trying to do at
Okay, I want to talk
Bad Blood.
about that. So
Go
the
ahead.
slit throat thing,
Yes.
he's been doing that since he was in the main event or the main event of night 1 with Roman. He does that in the match with Roman. So what the fuck are we talking about? Long-term story? You mean these coincidences?
Coincidence? I guess so. Might as well be
Okey
coincidence.
doke.
Yeah. Might as well be coincidences. Cena
I
and Rock
just
should kick it one
refuse
last
to
time.
acknowledge it. I just think we're gonna be surprised the night that The Rock shows up. I think that's gonna be the night we finally get to see John Cena retaliate, where it's gonna end up giving us those vibes of when The Rock attacked Cody Rhodes in the rain. Like,
Yeah.
I think we'll finally have that moment when The Rock shows up.
Alex Gemini says 3 fingers means nothing to me. So
Right. I agree.
I see that.
Three fingers means that there's going to be the 3 fingers I put in Mama. Let me stop.
Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, well, I guess we talked about everything. You got anything else you want to say?
Oh, I want to put 3 fingers up Nikita Wyatt's pussy.
What the fuck? I thought you were gonna say Nikki Cross. Ross would have been triggered.
I want Nikita Lyons for my birthday tomorrow.
Oh man. Say
Want
how.
Birthday cake.
Say how, man.
Oh man, I want to put my icing on that birthday cake, of course.
Bro make love to Nikita Lyons. Pictures.
No, I make love to her, not no pictures. I make love with her. Thick ass.
That's white mama for you right there. Oh, all right, man. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait to see what happens Friday Night SmackDown and Monday, and then we can gather our thoughts one last time, because I won't have any time after that, because I leave for Vegas Wednesday early morning, so I'll be bombarded with stuff. So we'll do one more video next week.
Yes, my friend.
Okay. We might want to wait until after the SmackDown, so maybe on the weekend, if that makes any sense.
Okay, my friend.
Yeah, Jada Parker, man. Oh, Jada Parker's so hot. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this. Mamba, you hear this? Mamba furning right now. Fuming right now. I read that wrong. Damn, I'm acting like Joe Biden's eyes right now. Why is Jada why is Mamba fuming? Is it because he's getting his fun made of, or of his accent?
Fun made of. You are Joe Biden. You was getting on me earlier.
Dude,
you are Joe Biden.
I've been up since. Look, I'm gonna pull Ross on you. I've been up since 3:45 a.m.
So have I. Oh, I'm so scared. I've been up early when I was at work earlier too. Oh,
I'm on my third job right now. And bro is on Discord the whole entire time.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, get the fuck out of here.
He's like, I'm on my second job.
I'm over. Oh,
dude, he's
I'm over it. It doesn't
habitual.
matter to me. I'm over it. I have third job to be at right now, but I'm going to send a paragraph.
He's a habitual liar. He went to go delete his comment. Then he changed the channel name to Alex. He's like, I try to delete it. Oh, what a liar. Oh, Mamba still has hots for Katrina. He wants to see that dick.
That dick talk.
PJ needs that DDP yoga. Me? I'm good. Why are you laughing?
Fucking random comment. PJ needs that DDP yoga.
That's Alex Gemini. Bussy.
Shit, I'm trying to give fucking what's her name, Nikita Lyons some of this BBC yoga.
All right, that's enough. That's enough for this podcast thing.
Oh.
All right, guys. All right, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys probably Sunday evening or Saturday evening.
Huh.
We'll see.
Huh.
All right, peace out. Y'all have a good night.
Peace out. Y'all have a good night.
I'll be back with an
Later.
online live stream. Maybe we can beat up
No, we
Terrence
won't.
on 2K25. All right, peace.
Peace out.